is today is a chance for us to celebrate these young families. It's a chance for us to celebrate what God continues to bless this church with. Every time we do this, I'm just amazed. I mean, across each campus, it's just amazing how many, maybe you know how this works, but people keep having babies around here. And so it's just, we're grateful to be a part of a church where there's just this continuing linking of generations. Now, this is also a chance, besides just to show off some gorgeous kids, it's a chance for them to just publicly declare their thanks and their gratitude to God, but also to just put themselves on notice. You see, this is a chance for you to raise the bar on your own parenting. I say this every year, but the truth is, no matter what other successes you have, they won't compensate for failure in this area. God has entrusted you with these little ones. And now it's your turn to pass on some things. It's your turn to tell some stories. So just so that we're all clear, this isn't baptism. Okay, baptism happens when these children are old enough to make their own decision to follow Jesus, and then they will celebrate that, and we will celebrate that with them until it's time. We entrust them in the hands of a merciful God. But it's your chance now to say in front of everybody, I'm grateful for these little ones, and I'm going to take this seriously. I'm going to shape their character. I'm going to pass a legacy of faith on. So with that in mind, with all three campuses, I'd love to just read these ancient words. They sound familiar, but listen to the last part of this, because this is what applies to you specifically. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Here it is. Impress them upon your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you go. What this is saying here is that you live your faith out in front of your kids. So you seek out the truth, but then you tell your kids what you're finding out about God. You give them room to ask hard questions. You pray with them, you cry with them, you tell them the big story of God, and you remind them that it's okay to dream big dreams. God has a place for them in the story. This is what you do. You teach them the essentials of your faith. Now, with all of that in mind, what I would like for us to do now is to just specifically at each of the sites is to just get a chance to meet these families. So I'm going to toss this back to Fenton and then Rivers, and in just a minute we'll come back and we'll start to teach. So we'll see you guys in just a minute. All right? Chris, our children's pastor here at Chesterfield, I would love for you to introduce us to these folks, and then we're going to have time for prayer. Keep worshiping.
Sounds good. All right, we'll start with Mr. Samuel Allison. This is Mr. Lucas Michael Rogan. This is Reese Lynn Scarlato. This is Stella Ann Benhoff. Big eye. This is Brooks Thomas Berblinger. This is Reid Michael Williams. This is Mr. Clayton Lopez Gilbert. This is Mr. Nathaniel Anthony Bray. It's okay, Mom, keep his finger. And last but not least, this is Mr. Aiden Williams Hahn.